Similar problem. I have to break this into two binomials. My first item is a multiplication. I need a coefficient of 1. It's easy. I'm going to put a c in both spots because c times c is going to give me c squared. Now I have to look at my signs and realize that I have to get a negative for c by doing addition or subtraction. And I also have to look at this pot. I'm going to need my factors to make a negative 12. So our listing is going to be the same as the last problem. Start with the smallest. So you're going to have a small and a large, a small and a large. 1 times 12 works. 2, yes. 2 times 6. 3, yes. 3 times 4. 4, yes, but I already have it. So those are my only factors that'll make 12. No matter what I choose in there, I'm going to get a 12. But this is going to direct me to the right combination. I have to either add or subtract in order to get a 4, and more specifically, a negative 4. So let's work on the number first. Is there anything I can do with a 1 and a 12 to make a 4? How about this? If I add these together, I get 8. If I subtract those two numbers, I get 4. That's what I'm looking for. Okay, so here's my pair. I'm going to put a 2 and a 6. Now I have to worry about the value of the positive or negative. I have to get a negative 12. So the only way that I can get a negative when I multiply is with a negative and a positive sign, or a positive and a negative sign. So I got to have one of each. But it depends on where they land here as to make sure that I get a negative 4. So if I have a negative, the larger number has to be negative because I'm working with a 2 and a 6. So this has to be my negative value. This has to be my positive value, I think. Okay, so now let's take a check of this. We're going to just run a check to make sure that we're going to get this when we're all done. C squared minus 6c plus 2c minus 12. Minus 12, subtract, I'm going to get a negative 4c and c squared. That matches perfectly. So my answer to this is right here. This will be my answer because that's the binomial. If I take off all my helps of multiplication, you'll see that the binomial, it factors, factoring the trinomial into two binomials, c plus 2, c minus 6.